When this facility started, this was basically an old dairy barn. They took it all down, cleaned the land, put all new fencing up. They built the barns. They did every bit of the work here. Every nail in this barn is done by one of the offenders.
But it seems as though it's the interaction with the horses themselves that has the greatest impact on the inmates.
These guys come in and they're pretty gruff and rough, and by the time they complete 1,000 hours in this program, they change immensely. They go from being scared of the horses to being able to handle them. It's just amazing to see the evolution.
I've been around horses on and off my whole life, and I just thought that when they offered this program, I'd try to get to be part of it because I loved animals.
We started with 6 horses, and we have 38 right now. Qualifications for them to come into this program have to be Indiana, either born or raced at one of the 2 tracks, and then we can take them in.
We get 8 to 10 offenders generally working in the program. Those offenders learn how to work around the horses. They get to learn how to identify issues with the horses and some equine management. They also can earn a time cut by completing the program and shorten their sentence.
One of the main parts of it was this time cut program. Also, to be able to work with the animals. I love working with animals, and I believe that it'll be very beneficial for when I get out.
The program itself, in order for the time cut to go through, has a certain number of hours that they must complete and testing that they have to do.
I haven't done too much good in my life, and coming out here helping one of these horses, it just makes me feel good about myself.
One of the specific benefits of this program is it's in a specific field. So they can go out and know where to look for the job that relates to what they've learned here.
When you first come out here, you can tell that they're a little shaky with you, but after time goes by and things get going, you can feel them kind of bond with you, and you feel that bond with them.
I think the most of their education comes from the hands-on after they learn the book part of it.
We had a horse that ruptured an artery, and just from my classwork and learning all the first aid to do with it, I was able to take care of it right there on the spot, and that day made me feel the best that I ever felt.
They learned that those horses depend on them, and I think that it also, twofold, it also helps them fill the voids that maybe they've lost, connection with family members or children.
It's made me a lot more responsible. It's made me really think that there's a lot more than what I thought about before on the streets. Family, getting there, raising my children and things like that.
I would like to see people understand that this facility doesn't just take the old and the lame. We get horses that are very young. We get 3-year-olds even, and that are just great horses, viable for a second career.
Once a horse has been rehabilitated and retrained, where did they go?
We go through an adoption process. If at any time those adopters decide, or are unable, I should say, to take care of those horses for whatever reason, we step back in and can take those horses back. So we're guaranteeing those horses to have the rest of their life lived in dignity.
While the success of the first 4 years speaks well of the program, what lies ahead for its future?
I think the facility, as well as TRF, would like the program to be able to grow, increase the number of horses that they receive in service. This program is funded totally on its own. The state does not provide any funds for it.
Every penny that goes into this program is by charity, and you know, I just would like to see that part of it, the whole fundraising part of it, to grow and be expanded.
The Thoroughbred Retirement Foundation and the Putnamville Correctional Facility have created a place that offers a humane alternative to the dire possibilities that have long faced a great majority of ex-racers: neglect, abuse, and slaughter.
The majority of these horses would not be here today. They would have ended up in a slaughterhouse. A few of them have been rescued from a slaughterhouse. Creek Code, he was one of the first 6. He was taken out of the kill pen. This horse had won his owners over $275,000, and he was rescued out of a kill pen.
So the question seems quite obvious. Who gets more out of the program, the inmates or the horses? Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Around Christmas time, I got a birthday card from this offender, and I'm like, well, it's not my birthday. Why would somebody send a birthday card? And then I opened it and was looking at it, and it was a birthday card to one of the horses. And it was to No Guts, No Glory, and it was from this offender. Be sure to tell Barb to give you an extra scoop of grain for your birthday. And so they do stay attached.
It gives me something to look forward to every day. I used to just lay around and I didn't really care if I woke up or not. Now I wake up every morning happy to come see the horses.
Like I said, I love animals, and so I know it's going to be hard leaving them, and I already plan on coming back and checking them out and see how they're doing.
The horses are getting a second chance, and I'm getting a second chance too to do something good for the community, do something good for myself.